Y'all, it's another dream story time video. So I had another weird dream last night and I was barely even in it. You know how sometimes when you have dreams it look like a little movie and whatnot and you're not even in it. So pretty much it started off like, okay, I was in this school, I guess, but it wasn't a normal school, it was like a different school. So we had this one thing that we had to do. It was pretty much like a survival task, and you would have like 3 people in your group, and then y'all would have to like go down the hallway, and then y'all would try to have to hurry up and get and press a button so that your team could pass, right? But the gag was all the other teams could like come and like fuck with you. They could like come and like, you know, like hit you and stuff so you could like not pass. And if your one of your team members got like fucked the fuck up or jumped by the other team, then your whole team would be out, right? So, bro, my team ended up getting fucking lost because I got to the button, and the rule was once you got to the button, once one of your team members got to the button, like the other team members, they couldn't like fuck with you because you had to wait for your other teammates. And if your other teammates died on the way, not literally died, but like, you know, got caught on the way, then your whole team would fail. So I was sitting there just waiting on my teammates. A whole bunch of other teams was passing, they was ready, they was done, but I couldn't do shit because my team wasn't there. My team was the last ones to pass because it turns out they got lost and they thought they had to go to the other school to do the thing. But anyways, then for some reason, like, everybody gets dressed up in like a fancy, like all the girls was wearing dresses, all the boys was wearing like suits and stuff. So me being the ghetto bitch I am, I put on a dress, but then I put on like Vans with it. I didn't put on like heels or flats or nothing. I just put Vans on it, under it or whatever. And we went somewhere. We went like to this, where did we even go? We went somewhere, but we were walking out of like this store, and then slowly but surely, like, it started to turn into like this realistic history museum. I don't know how to explain it. Like, we saw like this guy walking like down the street, and he looked like a guy that would be walking down the street in the 50s. He had like a suit, but he wasn't paying attention to anybody because he was just like a simulation or something, I guess. I really don't know. But I kept trying to fuck with him. And during this time, for some reason, we all had like katana swords because our teacher told us to all get like these like katanas that were hanging on the wall. So I was just fucking with him with my katana, but he wasn't paying attention. He got into his car. And then the whole class, we're walking on the street, by the way. We walked by like this car. It was like this car, but it had like a family in it. It had like 2 boys, and then it had like a dad, and it had like a mom in it. And the 2 boys, one of them looked exactly like this one boy in my class who I had a crush on. His name was Seymour. And yes, Seymour from Little Shop of Horrors. He looked exactly like him. And I was like, I liked him, but he was like a little nerd or whatever. But for some reason, he didn't like me back, and he actually tripped me. And this is where the dream goes to shit. I'm gonna be honest, this is where the dream makes no fucking sense. So then I trip, I fall, and then I start flying up in the air. Like, my dress goes up, and I start flying up in the air for some reason. Eventually, I get back down. But then the dream switches, and I switch to, like, my friend. Her name is AJ. And they're, like, just in a, kind of, like, in a cage, but it's, like, it has, like, barbed wire on it. So then they learn how to like break the cage down and how to get out, and she falls on her face, and then the fucking dream switches again. And then it switches to like Lee from like the Walking Dead like games. Like, Lee, it switches to him, and then it switches to this one character guys probably don't know. Her name is Ernestine. She's from like this slave show called Underground. It switches to them, and pretty much Lee is like on the verge of death, and then Ernestine is like, hey, they're gonna start shooting like these big massive things at us. You're gonna have to hit them back so that, you know, we don't fucking die. So pretty much they were just in the same place my friend AJ was. They were like in this big like area with like barbed wire and stuff, and like all surrounding them are like these big people with like cannons and stuff, and they were shooting like big ass kind of like marble looking things towards them. So Ernestine was like, hey Lee, you have to get your shit together. You have to hit these balls back so that we don't fucking die. So then eventually Lee gets his shit together, and he starts hitting the balls back. And then like there was one time where like he didn't hit it back and he got hit in the head, and then Ernestine broke her neck because one of the balls came and like snapped her neck. But yeah, eventually he hits all the balls back, and then I wake up. See, y'all, this is why my dreams don't making no kind of sense. Like, what was that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it made sense at the time, but now it doesn't make any sense. So that's all I want to say. That was my weird ass dream number 2. Hopefully y'all have more. But yeah, thank you for watching my videos. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, join the Discord, and bye.